I'm it. Squad, 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 I'm it. Squad. Okay, now we back to square one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Colts are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Jags defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go play action here on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Barkevious Mingo, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Fournette, a first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. This will be caught just inside the 10. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, Locke. And his first pass is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And a first carry here for John Crockett. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Locke. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
In motion, the tight end. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Luck now on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action. Luck. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, making it easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a handoff looking right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket. Strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart. Valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Now and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. In motion left goes Moncrief. Third and long. It's Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a carry from Mack, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Halfback sent in motion. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Bortles. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Just beating the play clock is Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A shotgun snap for Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Throwing is Locke. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. In that last field goal, Charles, the 500th of his great NFL career. Only 2 unrelated Andersons have more. Gary at 538, Morton with 565.
And that is some pretty heady company right there. Somebody get him the football. That's one he'll want for the mantle.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's locked. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they're printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Pass Allen Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Love. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Love. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run with Mack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Luck. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Fournette running right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And it's up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Flushed out right. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On first and 10, Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rodgers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Mack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Locke. Did he drop it? He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Locke. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Locke. It's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kerry Hyder in there to get him for a loss of 5. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down. Now Mack. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Third and 2, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia, it's the Bucs who are leading that ball game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean with an X? Well, this is blocked.